a new experiment in GTA 5. Today we will test which car can drive through water bumps. And each time they get bigger and bigger, but it becomes more and more difficult to drive through them. So watch until the end, give a like, and of course subscribe to the channel so you don't miss new experiments.
Hola chicos, este es Kylesine y soy tu pingüino favorito en GTA.
And here's a brand new experiment where we'll truly see how far the cars can actually go. Over the challenging water speed bumps, those very same bumps. The most important thing is that today I've meticulously prepared a truly very unusual and diverse collection of cheetah cars, which specifically includes agile bikes, incredibly fast supercars of course, powerful jet cars, luxurious Lamborghinis equipped with impressive rockets, rugged off-road vehicles, and even the biggest, most colossal monster trucks in the entire world. We're going to thoroughly test each and every one of them today and ultimately see precisely which car can successfully make it all the way to the final finish line. Be sure to watch the video until the end, leave a like, and don't forget about the notification bell. Well, I suggest we get started right now and test out today's very first log. Yes. This is a real log car. You know, like, it really is a log. The most important thing is that it won't sink in water, and that's why we'll be able to go as far as possible. At least, I really hope so. Alright, maximum acceleration. Wow. The main thing here is not to flip over, otherwise we'll have big problems. By the way, you can immediately and clearly tell that the second level has truly started, because each time the physical distance between the bumps progressively gets bigger and bigger. And on the third level, you can even completely sink down. So we'll try to get through as carefully as possible, but also as quickly as possible. Alright, fourth one, come on. Whoa, brake, carefully, back up. Whoa, perfect.
No.
Fourth level. Come on, come on, come on. And whoa. Just a little more. Accelerating. And we're really close to the red level. Could it be that we'll make it to the finish line with the very first car? That would be really cool. I want that. I want that 100%. Alright, stop. Come on, fifth level. Oh! And what's here, Gerst? No, we just went and sank. Yeah, the log ended up sinking after all. The most important thing is that it won't sink. Whoa! And next up is the Zaradovar bike, but it's kind of basic, not upgraded. I think it's all because you didn't like and subscribe. Well, let's check it out. Right now, look, I'll count to 3, and you hit like and subscribe to my channel with the bell on so you don't miss new videos. Come on, 1, 2, 3. Wow, wow, just look at that. See, I told you, and now it's even jumping around quite a bit. Thank you so very, very much. You really do help a lot. The bike jumps really high. I think with this jump, we might be able to fly over the entire red level. All right, let's see. Come on. Whoop! Woohoo! Perfect. These are the kind of cars we need. I wish I could always test cars like these. All right, here we go. Let's slow down. No! I can get off it. Please, I hope it doesn't sink. I really hope it doesn't sink. It just threw me off. Did you see that? Perfect. Phew! At least we have a jump so we can leap over things. All the obstacles. All right, red level. Come on, perfect. Let's jump. Okay, jump. Another jump. Come on, jump, please. Whoa, over 2 at once. 8th level. No, come on, come on, come on, come on. Perfect. We have to make it to the finish. Another jump. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Very close to the water. No, no. Mike, easy. Hang in there. I got knocked off again because I hit the water. Still alive. No way. Perfect. Guys, the hardest one, the purple 7th level. This is going to be impossible. Come on, please, make the jump. I think that's it. The gap here, I don't think even monster trucks could make it, but yeah, unfortunately, that's truly it. Alright, each and every time the cars get progressively cooler and cooler, and they should be able to go much farther and much farther. Except for this particular Mustang, I'm just really glad it even started at all. Oh, it's moving, but it's shaking all over. I think this car is at least 50 years old. It looks really worn out. But at the very least, I hope we make it past the green level, and that this car doesn't sink. By the way, you can write in the comments which cars we should test in the next episode. Maybe, for example, only cars from the future. Or maybe some cars with superpowers that can jump, accelerate, or even fly. So make sure each of you leaves a comment. I'll read every comment. And our car is already having really big problems at the very first orange level indeed, you see. Okay, level 4. Come on, please. Level 4. We should be able to do it. It's really getting stuck already. I don't think we'll even make it to the red level. we won't make it. Although the car is actually handling it pretty well. All right, carefully now. And whoa, come on. Red level, red level. What? It's even passing the red level? Seriously? If we actually make it to the finish like this, that would be really cool. I honestly didn't expect that at all. But if we manage to do it, it sank. On the 6th level. But this car is definitely not a wreck anymore. This is a BMW M4. CSL2, whoa! Honestly, I truly do not know what the actual difference is between the M4 and the M4 CSL. For me, honestly speaking, they are essentially the very same thing. But perhaps it's just significantly more powerful. Maybe it's just built considerably better, who really knows? Let's thoroughly test it on our speed bumps. Let's go. Whoa! The only thing I have truly figured out is that this particular car possesses a very low suspension system, and consequently, it handles these significant water bumps really quite badly. Let's proceed very carefully. The absolute main thing is absolutely not to get stuck in this situation. That's the one significant problem with supercars and indeed sports cars. They inherently have very low suspensions, and even on the 4th level of this parking structure, I'm still scraping on everything. This is even just the 3rd level. Here, now, is the 4th. I genuinely feel like I might not make it through this section at all here. Are you absolutely serious? It completely and utterly stalled. That's honestly pretty darn funny, wouldn't you say? I honestly never expected that on the 4th level we wouldn't even make it halfway. Seriously. Alright, well, let's keep going, and I suggest we start right away with our cheat car. This is probably the most overpowered car today because it's a Lambo, but with a turbo booster. At first glance, it looks like a regular Lambo, right? Nothing special, but if you look at the roof, it actually has a real turbo booster. Woohoo! The most important thing is to make it to the finish line without falling into the water, because the Lambo's suspension is even lower. So, you know what I suggest? We take a little run up like this, and 1, and 2, and 3, and just take off. Woohoo! Perfect, let's see, 5 minutes. Yes, ideal, I would even say. So, perfect landing. Come on, just not into the water, just... No, come on, get out, please. Bounce back, come on. Just not in the water, no, please. Come on, roll over. Wow, here we just go. Quiet, slow down. Stop, I've had enough of this. I'm already at the finish. Stop. No, not into the water. Come on. No. Our whole car has just fallen apart already. It's a convertible now, a Lambo. But we're almost at the finish. Acceleration and... Come on. No, just... No, please. Guys, we've got a problem. Please. Come on, get out of the water. No, I can't stall. Come on, speed them up somehow. Seriously? We just went and sank right before the finish line. You've got to be absolutely kidding me. I could just simply get out right here, swim directly over, and then walk the last 2 short meters. Are you serious? There, that's it. I'm at the finish line. Ah, this is the saddest ending for this car. But I'm not upset. Why? Because we still have jet cars. And most importantly, with each round, the cars get higher and higher. Higher and higher! The Lotus looks really futuristic, really cool. So we're going for maximum acceleration. Seriously, we're already having problems at the very first level. This car definitely won't make it far, 100%. 3 levels at most. Let's see. I'm betting it won't get past 3 levels. This car won't make it any further than that. Alright, let's take it easy. We have to make it at least, come on, to the red zone. Okay, our challenge is to reach the red zone, because with this kind of suspension, it's only good for racing on a track. Seriously, racing with this car, I'm sure, would be really cool. It has a very streamlined body, but because of that, the suspension is very low. Alright, let's try going in reverse. Let's see, maybe it'll do better in reverse. Yeah, it's actually a bit better in reverse. But, if this car makes it to the finish line, I'm going to laugh really loud and cry at the same time. Seriously, because how is that even possible? Wait, are we already at the red level? This has to be some kind of prank. No way, that can't be, it's impossible. I just simply don't believe it, stop. That's it, now it's getting difficult here. Well, I think that's it, yeah. The car just simply sank. But if you had to choose between an old Mustang or a Lotus like this, they're basically the same. They can both make it to the red level. Oh, and by the way, we've actually got another incredibly powerful jet-powered car, and this particular one looks significantly more powerful. Honestly, I genuinely say it's more like a futuristic spaceship than just a mere car with a turbocharger. with acceleration, even with rockets. Woohoo! Perfect. There's a jump. There's even a jump. Awesome. I like this. That's it. Perfect. We're just going to fly over half the map at once. The most important thing is not to fall into the water, because I'm sure this car's suspension is even lower. Okay, we're doing a flip. Perfect. We land and keep going. All right, let's go. 1, 2, 3. Jump, boost, and straight to the finish line. Come on. If we can actually pull this off, you guys owe me a 100% like. All right, we're flying. Come on. Right to the finish. Perfect landing. Right into the water. Can we do it? Come on. Wow. With just 2 jumps, we crossed the entire map. It literally took about 10 seconds. If all cars could do this, it would be perfect, of course. Congratulations. If you wrote the car in the comments, you're going to be the winner. And now, let's keep going. Meanwhile, we're slowly moving on to off-road vehicles, and let's see what happens with these awesome cars because their suspension is usually higher. And look, I don't feel the road at all. If only cars always handled like this. Whoa! That's exactly what we need. Only at the orange level did the car start having suspension problems. This is perfect. Look, this is the 5th level, and only at the 5th level do we start to have any problems. That's really awesome. And most importantly, this isn't even the biggest off-roader yet. All right, level 6. Come on, please float. No, I crashed into that old Mustang. A hunk of metal. Well, okay, we're moving on, and this looks like some kind of car from the future. Almost like something out of space. Honestly, I picture a lunar rover. Seriously, a lunar or Mars rover looks exactly like this. I have an idea. Guys, I know, I absolutely know what this amazing car can truly do. Look, first, we accelerate, reach maximum speed, and then we turn on 0 gravity. And our car can actually fly. Look, I'm like in outer space. That's it, I won't even fall. And that way, we can just effortlessly and swiftly fly across the entire expansive map. Well, you absolutely and undeniably have to give a well-deserved like for that incredible feat. Guys, look, we're truly and remarkably going to make it to the finish line without even touching these challenging and treacherous water bumps, making minimal contact with any obstacles. I really feel like I'm in space. Look, I'm just not falling, I'm levitating, that's it. Wow, that's actually really very cool indeed. Alright, now we need to turn off gravity. 1, 2, 3, gravity is off and we're landing. Ho ho ho! That's the kind of thing I like. If we always had such cheat cars, everyone would make it to the finish, seriously. Meanwhile, we have only 5 cars left, but the most important thing is that with each round, the cars are actually getting bigger and bigger, cooler and cooler. For example, the next one will be a limousine. Can you imagine? In a limousine? And this is probably going to be the most overpowered car because it's so long, it probably can't even fall into the water. Whoa! Look at this! This is truly legendary. This is actually really, really cool. 150 kilometers per hour over water bumps. Have you ever seen anything quite like that? And these are the brand new 6-wheeled Mercedes. That's really, really cool. All right, the main thing now is absolutely not to sink. Let's try driving in reverse, and we're already starting to have some small minor problems. All right, it's okay. Nothing to worry about. I just want to turn around because usually the car goes faster when it's facing forward. Perfect. Okay, we've almost made it past the red level. Come on, let's go. Jump, another jump. Right here is actually deep enough to stop. This is level 6, and the car is completely submerged underwater. It stalled. How did that happen? But I made it out. Ah, no luck again. Alright, it's okay, nothing to worry about. We've got another unusual car. It's a Dodge SRT, but not an ordinary one. It's on tracks. Yes, if you are used to seeing regular cars on wheels, this particular Dodge is actually on tracks. I wonder if it can accelerate just as well. Yeah, look, the suspension is working perfectly. But now we truly need to slow down significantly because it's progressively getting much harder and harder each and every time. The car is really starting to wildly spin, dramatically twist, and perform all sorts of incredible tricks. But today isn't the stunt challenge. We need to see exactly how far these cars can actually drive over the water bumps. Come on, just a little bit more to go. Almost there. And oh, it caught the wave. It definitely caught the wave. The most important thing right now is that the car absolutely doesn't sink. Okay, a little to the left. Come on. Now to the right. It's really, really deep. Truly deep. No, please don't sink, or there would be 2 green cars in the very same spot. Come on, let's see. And yes, we're finally getting out. Let's go again. It's going underwater. No, it's actually going. Come on, level 7, please. We're already so incredibly close to the finish line, and it... Come on. It stalled. That's it. The back of the car floated up, and That's it. The engine has completely stalled. Man, there were only 3 more bumps left to go. That was really incredibly close. But now it's definitely time to move on to the luxurious limousine. This is going to be really awesome because look at how long this car is. It's just insane. I think it's long as level. Let's try level. Yeah, the car is at least half the length of the level. And look, it just drives through perfectly. The only downside I can truly see is if we were to get stuck in the very middle on one of these bumps, on this speed bump. So I really suggest that we go full throttle and try to make it all the way through without any hesitation. Yeah, see, this is where the problems start. Because the wheels are not actually touching, we can just easily get stuck right in the very middle. Yeah, that's exactly what I was talking about. Indeed. That's it. I just absolutely cannot move at all. Not even left or right. In any direction, you see. I'm just completely stuck. That's it. Banana car, the last one before the legendary Lambo, so... Oh, this is honestly really funny. This is probably the funniest car today, 100%! Seriously, who even came up with a monster truck shaped like a banana? Really? It actually looks really funny. Cool, cool. Okay. The main thing is that this monster truck has a really high suspension and huge wheels. Just gigantic. So, there's a very good chance that we can quite easily make it all the way to the finish line. Although, we are already on the second level, which is quite challenging. We're starting to have problems with the suspension. Seriously? No, well, I definitely couldn't have expected this, 100%. I could have expected anything, that we'd have problems on the red level, but here... Seriously, the Mercedes with the hard wheels handled it better. Although, it seems like now it's not too bad at all. I honestly don't know how this truly works, but okay. For now, we're making it through. Alright, come on. Just a little bit left and... Come on, come on, come on, come on! Whoa! And red level, come on. We've already passed half of the challenging red level. There's just a little bit left to conquer. But I think the banana should at least make it to the purple level. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Whoa, it's starting to get tossed from side to side because the water is really getting very deep now. I thought it stalled. I really thought it stalled, but no. Okay, purple level, great, come on. We need maximum acceleration here. Banana, come on. Whoa, perfect. If the banana makes it to the finish line, that'll be really cool. Third car. Come on, come on, come on, come on. So close. Well, 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 yes! Honestly, I didn't expect it at all, but we actually made it to the finish. Attack! This was probably the funniest run yet. And now, the guest of the show. It's the Lambo monster truck with giant wheels. Look at how tiny the Seagull looks compared to this car. This is insane! And I truly believe this car won't have any problems at all getting through this challenging obstacle. It's just absolutely perfect in every single way. Look, whoop, left and right. Granted, it's really hard to control because it's a giant monster truck, but we're getting through it super easily. We're already at the red level and you barely even notice it. Now the car is starting to get tossed around a little right now. Yeah, only now, at the end of the red level. Seriously? If it actually sinks, that would be a huge fail, but I don't think that's going to happen. That's just impossible. Here. This Lambo is bigger than all the water here combined. And it was truly easy. Just so incredibly easy, guys. Only 4 cars actually managed to make it to the finish line today. But most importantly, if you truly enjoyed this video, make absolutely sure to like it and subscribe to my channel with the bell notification on so you don't miss any exciting new cool experiments. And of course, please let me know in the comments which amazing cars I should use in the very next episode. And as always, it was me, your favorite penguin. See you again. Bye-bye.